What's up, Marvel Snappers, and welcome to another Deck Tech video. Today we're taking a look at the new Season Pass card, Silver Surfer, who on reveal gives +3 power to all of your 3-cost cards. And this can be an absolutely massive swing on the final turn if you have a bunch of 3-cost cards already in play. Today's deck is going to feature only one Series 3 card, so if you're a newer player with a limited collection and you have access to Brood, you will be able to build this deck. Unfortunately, the deck loses a lot of power level without Brood. You can definitely try, but it's not recommended, because the power of Brood is it creates 2 Broodlings that are also 3 cost, and this just allows you to get so many more 3-cost cards onto the board than you otherwise would. The rest of the deck is a bunch of 3-cost cards like Nakia, Wolfsbane, Punisher, Captain America. We have Cosmo for a bit of disruption, turn off the opponents on reveals, and it allows you to also play Swordmaster, who's got a massive 6 power that you can shove behind the Cosmo. We've got a couple early plays in Ant-Man, Sunspot, and Armor. Armor protects the 1-cost cards, can disrupt your opponent's destroy effects, and with the 1-cost cards, you're actually able to hold them for later turns, and you're not required to commit them early until you've seen the way the board plays out, since most of the cards we're playing are 3 energy, which leaves you some excess energy to work with on 4 and 5. If you have any extra 3-cost cards from Series 3, like Polaris or Kingpin or Juggernaut, they're all fantastic additions into this deck and gives you a few more options for effects. Also, if you have Sarah, she's a fantastic inclusion as it lets you play 3 3-cost cards on the final turn. And from Series 4, Absorbing Man can actually be pretty fantastic, as it can copy the Silver Surfer, or actually copy Brood's effect and put 2 Broodlings into another location. With that, let's hop into some games. Alright, this is a fantastic opener. We can hold the Ant-Man for turn 4, so let's see how the board plays out. Alright, well at least we got a 3-cost card. Let's get the Lizard down just so we can draw cards next turn. Okay, and they go with Angela, so they'll likely be over-committing to this lane. Do we want to fight over it? We have 2 power here. Punisher will get a benefit for each additional card they play. We can play Kingpin, Ant-Man on 4. We can Wolfsbane and something else on 5. And then Brood, Silver Surfer elsewhere. Yeah, let's commit a couple cards here. And go with a Mr. Fantastic. Alright, so yeah, let's Kingpin, Ant-Man. Ooh, and they're a Mr. Negative deck, okay. Okay, so we can Brood, Rocket Raccoon, Sunspot. The opponent snaps, which with Mr. Negative is a little scary, but we have a pretty good power push on the final turn. Because of Mr. Negative, I don't think I want to snap back. We'll Wolfsbane this location. Let's snap back. We have a pretty big power push. They're only going to get 2 Mr. Negative draws, and we're pretty ahead on the board. Ooh, we played Rocket Raccoon to the wrong location, which is unfortunate. Oh, and they're Jubileeing. So maybe that was risky. Oh, and they get the free Iron Man. and the Black Widow, which doesn't matter too much. So I think we just Wolfsbane. We'll Silver Surfer here, just in case they randomly have a movement effect like Polaris. Don't want to get got by our Kingpin here. And I guess there's no value to the Widow's Bite in hand. And we're going to have a lot of power in these other locations, so let's see how this goes for us. It's probably a Mystique or something, which will really get us. Another Black Widow, a Psylocke, and a Wolfsbane. Nope, that's not going to be enough. And Silver Surfer gets there. Fantastic. That was definitely scary, but we put up some pretty big numbers in these other locations and just stayed out of the Iron Man lane and got 8 cubes. Let's go. Alright, first up is Wakanda. That's fantastic for Ant-Man, so let's get that down now. We're going to be careful where we play Cosmo, since we do have a couple on reveals. Ooh, and they Mantis, so they get a card from our deck. Hopefully not our Silver Surfer. No, we have the Silver Surfer. I don't think we want to pad the Ant-Man lane just yet. And we have the ability to hold cards since, thanks to Elysium, our deck is now super cheap. Okay, so they steal another one of our cards. We're likely going to want a 3-cost card to pair with the Wolfsbane in this lane to be competitive. Such as this Punisher. They've played a lot of their on reveals if this is a dinosaur deck. So I don't think we need to Cosmo right away, and Silver Surfer will be fantastic in Camartage. So let's just get the Sentinel down for now. Okay, spoke too soon. Nakia is pretty good there, but we didn't have priority. We wouldn't have stopped that anyways. Alright, and we get Captain America. So we can go Captain America Cosmo, since we will really want our on reveals. And we're just going to stay out of Camartage. Oh, and they Maximus, giving us 2 cards. And they Sentinel, and we block it. So let's get the Swordmaster down. Then we can Wolfsbane, Brood, Silver Surfer next turn. We don't have the board space for this Sunspot, but this is really strong. I'm going to snap. Might be a bot, having played Maximus to here, but this will showcase Silver Surfer really popping off. So they White Queen, getting one of our 3-cost cards. Buffing up the Collector quite a bit too. Oh, we're actually out of cards in deck. That's really funny. But we can go Wolfsbane, Brood, Silver Surfer, and this should just be an absolutely massive amount of power. Alright, Devil Dinosaur and armor is not going to be enough. We get our 2 Broodlings, and then Silver Surfer is going to trigger twice, and we're just going to have absolutely massive numbers here. And we take all 3 locations. Alright, first up is the Lekugia. We will stay out of there. We don't have a 2-drop anyways, so we can play this Ant-Man later, see what we're working with. Or Attilan is going to force our hand, so we'll get the Ant-Man down, and then probably follow that up with Captain America over Punisher, since we don't know where the opponent's committing. Okay, and definitely not Punisher. And I don't think we had to fear the Shang-Chi. Shame the Silver Surfer has to go back, but we'll stick with the Captain America plan. Now, if we can get Brood for Sokovia, that'd be fantastic. Ooh, and they have a Killmonger for us. So now we're a bit behind on the board, but Brood can fix that. And speak of the devil. We can't get the Brood with Nakia without giving up playing a 3-cost card, since we don't want to risk the Swordmaster. So I think we just have to Brood. Next turn we can go Sentinel something else. And they go with a Mr. Fantastic. Can we get an armor, which would have been nice earlier. For now, we can go Sentinel, Nakia, and we basically have to draw the Silver Surfer. Okay, they storm. A little late for that. Next turn's the last turn anyways. And Mirror Dimension's gonna do nothing. Alright, 25% chance to draw Silver Surfer. We do not. What are the odds we can win this? Armor adds 6 here. 8 here. And Sunspot for a little extra, 1 extra here. They only have 3 cards as well. If they can't go wide, we do have a chance here. I'll risk the cube. We would lose to a Doctor Doom. Can they put more than 6? Maybe we should have played Swordmaster here. They go Cosmo. And Maximus. No, that's not going to be enough. And we actually win left and right. Of course, Silver Surfer's the very next card, but thankfully Attilan gave both of us very few resources to work with, and we were able to just barely get through. Let's hop into another one. Alright, pretty good hand to start, already knowing we have access to the Silver Surfer. We're only going to be able to play 1 card on turn 5 because of Mirror Dimension. Unless we hold the Sunspot, which won't really matter too much. We'll get the Sentinels rolling, and then we can Captain America our monster. Okay, and they Bucky. We have priority. So let's actually armor. And then on turn 4, turn 5, turn 6, we'll end up with board space, especially because we haven't drawn the Brood, so we will get the Sunspot down. If they Killmonger it, that kind of just helps. Probably could have snapped off that. They Yondu our Cosmo. Yeah, wow, we trapped so much power there. Not even sure we have to commit anything more here. Yondu's already eating up a spot for them. So let's get Captain America down, buff up our Sunspot a bit. Okay, and they end up filling up this location. And yeah, they just retreat. And that's the power of armor. In hindsight, definitely should have snapped when we had priority playing the armor, but we didn't know they were going to commit this heavily. And that just worked out really well for us. Let's hop into another one. Alright, Westview doesn't tell us much. When we get the Punisher down for free. Ooh, and they get a free White Tiger, so they definitely got a bit ahead on that exchange. Let's play the armor and plan on going Nakia Cosmo into Sakaar. Oh, they Mr. Sinister. Not quite what I was expecting there. Let's get the Nakia down. Okay, and they end up hiding something else in Dark Dimension. Let's get Cosmo down, make sure they don't get to Odin this. And then we can Captain America, Sentinel, Wolfsbane. And we're really just looking to draw Silver Surfer now. We'll just stay out of Dark Dimension since they're already so far ahead with the Tiger. Oh, okay, it's a Patriot deck. If we can draw Silver Surfer, we definitely have a chance here. We do not. So all it takes is a Mystique or an Onslaught or a Blue Marvel and we lose, so we're gonna nope out of this one. Really need to see that Silver Surfer. Alright, first up is Hell's Kitchen, which is actually great. Pulls a card out of our deck for us. We can hold off on the Ant-Man for now. Okay, and they play an early Sunspot. Ooh, okay, Bar Sinister is interesting. That'll be a great location for our Silver Surfer. So we're going to Brood one of the locations. So we'd likely want a Cosmo Swordmaster another. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can afford to put one Sentinel in play. Now we just need to draw that Silver Surfer. New York gets interesting too, but for now we will Cosmo. And they Cosmo too, so definitely no on reveals happening here. But we can Swordmaster. And then Captain America. So we'll know on 5 if we want to play the Ant-Man. So we'll just hold for now. Oh, and they Stormbar Sinister. Okay. So that kind of makes some decisions for us. So we can Brood Ant-Man. And I guess we play the Sunspot, although it won't matter much. And then ideally, only 3 cards left in deck, so a 33% chance to draw our Silver Surfer. We'll be in a pretty good spot. Cosmo's out of the way. Oh, and they Professor X. Interesting. So no one's moving to New York. And we're already winning Flooded. I don't think they can get 8 power into here. Do we just pass? They can't Spectrum here either. Yeah, they just retreat. The random Sunspot to New York saved our butts there. Let's go. I hope you enjoyed the games and got to see the power of Silver Surfer. All it takes is Brood to unlock its potential, because then you'll consistently have a pretty good amount of bodies to receive this buff, and +3 is absolutely massive. As always, if you have any questions or feedback for me, make sure to leave those in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.